You and only you can protect yourself at the moment of attack. Hi everyone, it's John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Paris, France. Shows an attack here by an extremist on a soldier in the airport. And we learned some important lessons about the bystander effect, about an understanding that you must be able to protect yourself from an attack from the rear, and you must know how to disarm someone who means you harm. The soldier in the middle of the screen is getting grabbed just at the beginning by this guy who drops his bag and pulls a revolver that had birdshot in it, is what the news story says, and puts it to her head and tells her that everyone is gonna die. Now she's fairly compliant here, and you see this guy, people just walking by as he kind of drags her back. Now again, if you go read the news story, it says that he's gonna try to grab her rifle. She has a rifle with her, and you can see right there that he's trying to get a hold of her rifle and use her rifle against everybody else in there. But I don't think anybody got shot in this instance, but he is trying to pull away from everybody and create havoc. That bag that he dropped when they got a hold of it had gasoline in it, had a bottle full of gasoline in it. But as he backs off, we're going to see a couple other soldiers that are going to come up here. And you can see him tracking this guy down at what, about 15 to 20 yards or so. And what we're going to see here as this continues to escalate is that eventually one of these soldiers is going to be able to put his rifle on target. And we're going to see them kind of go off down there and pop this guy and end this threat. And thankfully, this man didn't kill anybody and no one was hurt. The officer is okay. And everybody ended up all right on this one. Now, I do want to think about a couple of lessons out of this one at the end. First of all, extremists are extreme, right? And he launches this attack out of ambush and grabs a hold of her. And, you know, as somebody who's a self-defender, you got to learn how to protect yourself with a gun to your head, even from behind, you know, learning and grappling. What could you do in this instance to be able to grab a hold of that gun, practice those 5Ds plus 1, get out of there and do some damage to him before your partners can get to you is incredibly important. Secondly, look at everybody walking around. Everybody's oblivious. This is why I tell you to be aware of your surroundings, because there's all these people around and nobody's aware of what's going on. They're just kind of standing there going, hey, that's weird. That guy has a hold of her rifle. Don't do that, friends. Get out of the danger zone. It takes quite a while for everybody to do that here. And finally, as this one kind of keeps on going, what I want to see is, as a soldier here, if you're carrying a rifle, you need to be able to make a precision shot with that rifle at those kind of distances, 15, 20 yards, to know not only that you can put the dot on the target and hit that target, but know what your holdovers are, to know what your height over bore is, so that you know, hey, I'm going to shoot an inch low at this distance so that I can put a shot on target and end this threat to my comrade and make sure that this guy goes down and nobody else gets hurt. It's an incredibly important skill. Thankfully, only the perp died here. No one else was hurt. They covered their asp.